Have you ever stared at your paycheck and thought, how am I working harder than ever, yet still living the same life? Not broke, but never ahead. Not failing, but never free. Here's the uncomfortable truth most people never hear. If your income has barely moved in 5 years, that's not bad luck. It's design. Over 62% of full-time employees earn within the same income band for more than a decade, even while productivity rises and company profits grow. Inflation quietly erases raises. Lifestyle costs quietly expand. And one day you realize your effort never translated into leverage. This video isn't about working harder. It's about the invisible 9-5 traps that quietly cap your earning power while convincing you everything is normal. Once you see these traps, you won't be able to unsee them. And by the end, you'll understand why some people escape the salary ceiling while others stay loyal, busy, and permanently underpaid. If you believe you're built for more, subscribe now. We're here to guide you with tools, strategies, and stories that actually make a difference. Let's dive in. Trap 1. Believing your employer is incentivized to pay you more. Most people grow up believing that loyalty compounds like interest. Stay long enough, work hard enough, be dependable enough, and eventually the system will reward you. That belief alone costs people hundreds of thousands of dollars. Companies don't increase compensation because you're committed. They increase compensation when the cost of losing you becomes higher than the cost of keeping you. Until then, paying you more actively hurts their margins. This isn't cruelty, it's corporate math. Once your output becomes predictable at a certain salary level, you become a fixed expense. From that point forward, every extra dollar paid to you must be justified against profit targets, shareholder expectations, and budget ceilings. Emotional loyalty doesn't enter the spreadsheet. What actually works is understanding that companies don't reward internal value. They reward external leverage. The moment another employer is willing to pay you more, your value suddenly becomes visible. Here's the question most people avoid asking themselves. If I resigned tomorrow, how financially painful would my absence be? That answer, not your work ethic, determines your pay ceiling. Trap 2. Staying too long in one role because it feels safe. Stability feels responsible. Predictable income feels mature. Familiar systems feel efficient. But comfort has a hidden price: salary compression. After about 36-48 months, most roles stop producing meaningful income growth. Your learning curve flattens. Your salary adjustments shrink to inflation offsets. Internally, you're already priced in. Meanwhile, the market outside your company doesn't see you as experienced. It sees you as ready-made. That's why lateral external moves often pay a 20-30% premium over internal raises. The math is brutal. The smart alternative isn't reckless job hopping, it's planned repositioning. Every role should either increase your income immediately or increase your leverage for the next role. Ask yourself this uncomfortable question. If I did this same job for the next 3 years, would my income meaningfully change? If the answer is no, the clock is already ticking. And the next trap explains why most people don't even realize what they're worth. Trap 3. Never knowing your true market value. Most employees negotiate blind. They know their rent, they know their expenses. They know their stress, but they don't know their price. Salary opacity works in favor of employers, not workers. Companies benchmark roles across markets, industries, and performance tiers. Most employees rely on vibes, assumptions, or outdated figures. That ignorance is expensive. Compensation analysts estimate that professionals who never benchmark their role against market data under-earn by $15,000 to $40,000 annually without realizing it. That's not a small mistake. That's a lifestyle gap. The psychological trap here is anchoring. Once you accept a number early in your career, your brain treats it as normal, even when the market moves. The solution isn't obsessing over numbers. It's understanding positioning. What companies pay isn't based on fairness. It's based on replacement cost. A simple mindset shift changes everything. I'm not asking for more. I'm correcting a pricing mismatch. Trap 4. Waiting to be offered more money instead of asking for it. Many people believe raises arrive automatically, like promotions, birthdays, or bonuses. They don't. Silence is interpreted as satisfaction. Managers operate under cost constraints. If no one pushes, nothing moves. When you wait to be noticed, You're betting your future on someone else's priorities. The deeper issue is emotional conditioning. From childhood, people are taught gratitude over negotiation. Don't rock the boat. Don't appear greedy. Be thankful. That mindset is expensive in adulthood. Negotiation isn't confrontation, it's alignment. When you frame compensation as value exchange, supported by performance data, revenue impact, and market benchmarks, you're speaking the language companies respect. Trap 5. Believing risk is more dangerous than stagnation. People stay underpaid because they fear change more than they fear decay. But stagnation is a risk, just a quieter one. Every year your income doesn't grow faster than inflation. Your purchasing power shrinks. Every year your skills don't evolve. Your leverage erodes. Every year you delay repositioning. Opportunity cost compounds. Career economists call this income atrophy. Ironically, the biggest financial risks aren't sudden. They're gradual. You don't feel them until years later when exits become harder and options narrower. Data shows that professionals adapt to new roles within 90 to 120 days, but the income increase hits immediately. The real danger isn't change, it's permanence. Ask yourself, is my current role preparing me for a higher paying future or just keeping me busy? Because busy is not the same as valuable, and that leads directly to the next trap. Number 6. Accepting the first offer because you're relieved. Relief is expensive. When an offer finally comes, people rush to lock it in. They mistake excitement for strategy. But offers are opening positions, not final numbers. Companies expect negotiation. They build buffers. They test boundaries. Accepting immediately signals low resistance, not high professionalism. Even modest counteroffers often unlock $5,000 to $15,000 more annually, plus better equity, bonuses, or flexibility. The real loss isn't just money, it's compounding. A higher base salary affects future raises, bonuses, and exit offers. Negotiation discomfort lasts minutes. Underpayment lasts years. Here's the mental reframe that changes everything. You're not asking for more, you're discovering the real budget. Trap 7. Confusing busy work with high-value work. Exhaustion feels productive, but companies don't pay for effort, they pay for outcomes. Being constantly busy often means you're replaceable. High earners focus on leverage, decisions, systems, revenue impact, risk reduction. The uncomfortable truth is this: if your absence doesn't affect results, your pay won't rise. Meetings, emails, task completion, these maintain operations. Value creation moves metrics. High-leverage professionals attach their work to measurable outcomes: profit growth, cost savings, user acquisition, system scalability. Trap 8. Building skills that make you valuable only inside your company. There's a dangerous illusion that feels like career progress but quietly destroys your earning power. It's the feeling of being important at work, knowing all the internal systems, being the go-to person for how things are done, understanding processes that no one else fully understands. It feels powerful, it feels secure, and it's one of the biggest reasons people stay underpaid for decades. Here's the uncomfortable truth. The market doesn't pay for how useful you are inside one company. It pays for how replaceable you are across many companies. When most of your skill set is tied to internal tools, proprietary systems, or company-specific workflows, your leverage collapses the moment you consider leaving. You may feel indispensable where you are, but outside that environment, your value resets. Trap 9. Waiting for permission to earn more. This is the quietest trap, the one nobody talks about because it feels normal. Most people spend their entire careers waiting. Waiting for a promotion, waiting for approval, waiting for someone more senior to say, "You're ready now." Waiting for income growth to be allowed. But income doesn't rise from permission. It rises from leverage. Some of the highest earners never waited for titles, validation, or green lights. They identified problems people were willing to pay to solve and acted. They monetized expertise. They created side income. They built consulting leverage, advisory roles, digital assets, or specialized services alongside their jobs, not recklessly, strategically. This doesn't mean quitting your job or gambling your future. It means understanding that your employer does not own your earning potential, only your time during work hours. The moment you stop seeing income as something granted and start seeing it as something engineered, your entire mindset shifts. The 9-5 itself isn't the problem. Millions of people earn well within it. The problem is walking into it without strategy, leverage, or awareness. These traps don't feel dangerous while you're inside them. They feel responsible, comfortable, normal. But over time, they quietly cap your income, your options, and your freedom. If this video inspired you, like it, share it with your loved ones, and subscribe for more transformative tips. Type "Future Millionaire" here if you're serious about financial freedom. Now, if you really want to level up, don't miss this next video. Let's continue there.